Welcome to filingre.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video and allow me to show you a little bit about the platform and some of the things that it offers. First and foremost, this is your main page, your overview page. On this page, it's going to provide you with a variety of different information. Each section we will go over shortly. On this page, if you want it to provide you with audible alerts to each type of action, whether it be an SEC filing, an SOS filing, a corporate action, news, or custodianship, be sure to click this audio button so it will provide you with the sound that an alert has come through. Each section has a uniquely different sound, and over time you'll begin to understand what those different sounds are. On your main page, you're provided with Secretary of State filings. This would include reinstatements, revivals, officer changes, things that are done at the state level that would come up here on the Secretary of State filings section. Furthermore, you would receive SEC filings faster or as fast as any competitive service there is. So that would include 8Ks, 10Ks, 10Qs. And if you go to otcmarkets.com, excuse me, you can see, let me give you an example. You can see those SEC filings here on the SEC filings side. It offers SEC filings, but the OTC pink only filings are specific to otcmarkets.com. So if you are curious about pink only filers and their updates, be sure to keep an eye on this page with OTC Markets, because Qs and Ks that come through on a pink only ticker, which would be a stock that is filed a 1512G or a 1515D, will only show on otcmarkets.com. Furthermore, as we move our way down the page, we have our corporate actions, and this includes all of the actions that are done by FINRA. So it pulls from this page here, otce.finra.org, and this daily list, which provides you information on completed reverse splits, name changes, bankruptcy, deletions, all those different things will show here. Oftentimes, the splits and the name changes originate at the state level and will then eventually be approved by FINRA. So this is the final place where you will see these approvals. From there, we have news, which is news from a variety of sources, including OTC Markets official pink-only news, Access Wire, Globe Newswire, all the different places that you would find on all of your popular platforms, your Schwabs, your TDA, your E-Trade, your Scans, all those places. These are the sources, and they are all put together here, and they have their own unique audio alert. From there, there's the Custodianship Scanner. The Custodianship Scanner will provide you with all events, if you so choose, if you would like, and from a variety of states where all of the popular custodianships are done. On this page, you can find the nature of the case, the status of the case, and so on and so forth. From there, now that we have our main page figured out, what happens when I click a stock? Well, you have a few choices. The first choice is your hover card. Your hover card is going to provide you with 3 links here. Your SOS details, which will take you to their SOS entity and allow you to look at it. It will take you to the business information page. If you want to see historical filing information, you can press filing history and go back and see that filing history if you have the time. From there, there's also the Filing RE profile, which I find to be extremely useful because it shows you a snapshot of everything about the stock. So you have the ticker symbol, you have the SOS filings and their status, you have the custodianship cases if there is a pending or ongoing custodianship. You have the SEC filings and the list of the SEC filings there. And furthermore, you also have the news with relation to the ticker. So in the case of DPSM, I can see that, yes, they are current with their SOS filings. Therefore, I know that it's possible for them to file with OTC markets and quickly make that decision. There's also on the hover card a link to iHub message board, and if that's something that you're interested in, you can chat with the people and find out what they're saying. Boomity boom, boomity boom. Moving on, each section also has its own area on the page where you're able to find information. For instance, SOS. So now I'm in a situation where I'm looking only at SOS filings. During the day, the overview page is fantastic because it's showing you everything that's new in panes across the window that I can see everything that's new. But let's say I wanted to get into some DD. Well, I can choose the states that I'm interested in, and there's your list of all the popular states. Then I can choose advanced filters and things like that. And in this case, filing types. So let's say I wanted to find out everything that was reinstated, which is brought up to date after a year to 5 years of SOSN activity, or a revival, which is a year plus, and then a revival is anything that's been dead for 5 or more years on the SOS. Now it's provided me a list that I can go through at length and understand all the different filings and take a list and maybe choose things that are up and coming stocks. Remember that now that I have these filings set, if I want to be able to see all the filings again once I've completed my DD, I need to reset these filters and get back to seeing what everything is all about. Same goes for SEC. Let's say I wanted to get into some DD and understand, hey, what's going on? I'll reset my own filters. What's going on with, I want to see only 8Ks. Well, okay, so now I've only got all the 8Ks for all the stocks here in the filters. Now I've reset those filters and I'd like to see S1s, 1012Gs. There is an other section because these filings here are the most popular. 1012G and all these different ones provide you with the most pertinent information. And a 6K is an 8K for a foreign company, an 8K, and so on and so forth. As filings come in, they have a color, which will then correspond to their activity level in terms of whether they are current reporting or red for maybe not current reporting on OTC markets. Corporate actions, you see I've got some filters set for myself. If I reset all the filters, I can get into seeing everything that's there. One of the things that's extremely helpful is a price filter. So in the case of SEC filings, let's say I'm interested in trips or dubs or single pennies, and I don't want to be inundated with filings from $10 plus stocks. In this case, I would then filter by the selected range. So I don't want all ranges. I want to filter out. So here I would only want, let's say, up to 0.05. Stocks that are only up to 0.05 on the SEC. So I've selected the prices that I want and not selected the prices that I don't want. And then further, I can drill down deeper and say I only want 8Ks coming through to my feed in my price range that I am keen on. Remember, if you are finished whatever you're doing or you're wanting to expand your borders, you need to reset those filters. From there, up top, you have your ticker, and this ticker is providing you everything that is new in real time. So let's say you're not able to move through the pane all the time, and you've got this one window up while you're working. See, I'm working right now. Boop, boop, boop. And then I shoot over, and I can also keep an eye on this ticker tape here to see what's new from left to right. So LRDR News is the newest thing that has been provided to me today based on these things. Remember this. This page will update itself automatically. You do not need to refresh the page all the time. You do not need to set a particular setting to ensure that it's updating all the time. This will update in real time on your web page. Furthermore, let's say I dislike GTBIF, which it looks like I do, and I don't want it alerting me during the day with its sound. Well, I will move to my hover card and mute this stock. So for the rest of the day, as you begin to learn the 5 sounds, and you've boiled down your filters to price ranges and tiers and things that you're interested in here, as you begin to learn the sounds, GTBIF will not enter your consciousness. You will not be alerted to it. You'll be able to see it if you have not filtered it out with your price ranges and things like that, or your tiers, but you will not be provided with a sound alert. Let's say I'm interested in Flux. I love Flux. I'm crazy about it. I can't get enough of it, and I want to know everything about it every single day. Well, I'm going to add it to my watch list. So I'll use my hover card, or I can just press on it. In the case, that'll open the filing automatically. So I can move to my Filingre profile and look at it and add it to my watch list. Now, over the course of the day, when a watch list item comes up, it will show as a special item on that ticker tape. Furthermore, it will allow access to browser notifications. So when a watch list item does pop up, let's say I'm crazy about Blue and I want to know everything that's happening with Blue, now I can get audio and browser notifications by allowing access via the watch list page. That's pretty much how the whole thing works. There's mobile alerts, which you can download if you're using it on your iOS or Android device. There's browser notifications. These are all the functions and the filters. Be sure to play around with the filters a little bit to understand how it works. Like in this case, it's remove selected types. So I don't want f-stocks, I don't want ADRs, and I don't want warrants, and I don't want anything over, let's say, here. Let's get some prices up. And then I only want up to 0.5. So I'll pick these 4. Pay attention to what it says at the top of each. In this case, it's remove selected types. And because of the way this needs to be programmed to take things out or add things in, be sure to focus on what the instruction is for each filter. So I've removed f-stocks, I've removed ADRs, I've removed warrants, I've added trip 1, dub 1, all the way to 0.5, and now it's providing me only news that are within those parameters. Okay. In addition to that, there is a market tab, which you're able to use to get data on what is happening over the course of the day in terms of what are the advancers and what are the decliners in the OTC market. You've got all of your feeds, and then you can use your filters. So in this case, I don't want f stocks, I don't want ADRs, I don't want warrants, but I do want trip one, O1, O5, all the way to 0.5. And now it's providing me over the course of the day updates on what is happening in the market and what has moved. If I want to be able to sort these things by volume, let's say, then I could choose this each column to say, you know what, advancers, I want to see what are the top advancers with volume. Okay, here they are. I want to see what are the top percentage change movers. Here they are. I don't want gray. So I'm going to say I want all of these minus gray market. And now I've been able to filter out the gray market. This is how Filingre works. It is very simple. Once you have your filters set and everything set, you'll be able to get a very, very tight watch of everything that's going on in the market. And nothing will be able to get past you. Nothing at all. If you are curious about how all of these filings work and which ones to buy and which ones not to buy, unfortunately, that's the art part. This is providing you with the information. It's your job to be able to learn how to use the information properly, but at least you are able to filter the information down into something that is usable, that is immediate, that is competitive. No other program or service will provide you with a one-stop shop for Secretary of State filings or custodianship filings all in one. There is not a single other thing, which is why I'm so passionate about it and which is why I took the time to make the video about it. It's a one-of-a-kind product, and I sincerely hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you.